Welcome dart players one and all. Today we're going to be taking a look at my top 15 player throws of all time. In my opinion, these are the players to copy if you are looking to try and replicate someone's action. So we start off with John Lowe, which can have a quick look at his famous 9-darter. And what I love about John's throw is that straight pause, the slow drawback, and his arms completely set to accelerate through with that dart, and it's so smooth. It almost looks like he throws in slow motion, and that for me is what makes a really nice throw. Notice how only his arm moves from the elbow upwards, and his head is always completely still. Doesn't even blink, John Lowe. He's just continuously concentrating on his target, and a lovely smooth follow through with every single dart. Beautiful to watch. Very, very hard to replicate though. Next we've got Andy Fordham using the same style of dart, but again, similar to John Lowe, what I love about Andy Fordham's throw is the arm. If you look at it here, only the elbow upwards moves. The shoulder and the top part of his arm is always dead still. Aims the dart, pulls it back nice and slowly to get plenty of power, and a smooth, solid release. Hardly any movement, but so much power in the dart. Next, Ted Hankey. Well, that just says it all. I mean, this guy has got to have the smoothest throw in darts, and that is why he's one of the biggest 180 hitters of all time. As close to a perfect throw as you will ever see. Next up, we have the 1996 Embassy Lakeside World Champion and 1993 Windmill World Master, Steve Beaton. One of the best throws of all time. Possibly the best in my opinion. Dead straight at the hockey, stands up nice and tall. Again, only from the elbow up moves. Arm does all the work. Perfectly silky smooth. Again, Tony O'Shea. Now, this player must have one of the easiest looking throws in darts, but it's almost impossible to replicate. But again, just from the shoulder, dead straight, always silky smooth. Raymond Van Barneveld next, the same. Again, silky smooth. Arm does all the work. Some of the top professionals have said that Raymond's throw is probably the silkiest throw in darts. I do find it amazing how he manages to get right the way through with the dart without hyperextending his arm, without pushing his arm out too much. Nothing's ever forced with him. It's just a natural ability, I think. Mervyn King, a big practicer, and it shows. Arm is completely parallel to the 20s, spins the dart into position as he pulls it back directly under his eye, and pushes the dart straight out. Nothing can go wrong with it when he's playing well. It's just, again, one of the biggest 180 hitters of all time for that very reason. It is so repetitive, he's so precise every single time with every single dart. And as is this man, the greatest player of all time. Very much the same as Mervyn King, but without spinning the dart. Aim, pull back nice and smooth, straight out. It is a joy to behold. As we're just watching the last televised 9-darter of his career here, where it's a 1-4-4 out against Michael Smith at the match play. Everything is just robotic. It's silky smooth. And then we've got this young man, now a natural talent. I don't know how this guy grips the dart the way he does. It almost looks like he's flicking each dart in. But his arm goes straight through every single time. Again, just from the elbow up, doing the work. Nothing else moves. It's got to be the most perfect throw of all time, technically. And this man is here just because I love him. He's definitely one of my favourite players. Him and Steve Beaton, I couldn't choose between them. But again, arm does all the work, straight through with each dart. I like how he pulls the dart directly back in a straight line, which allows him to get plenty of follow through on each dart. But when he is firing in all cylinders and he's looking smooth, it is a joy to behold. One of the greatest players of all time, in my opinion. Really underrated, Martin Adams. And this man, now a lot of people don't like watching Glen Durrant play, But if you just watch how these darts fly, it's absolutely spectacular. And when he's throwing well, that dart just lands up nice and tall with him. And he's just straight through with each dart, nice and smooth. Set. I like how he pulls the dart. His elbow sort of doesn't drop, but his arm goes back lower. It almost looks like he does drop his elbow on the throw, but he doesn't. Aims that dart right on his nose. So he's got even eyesight. It suggests that he's just as strong-sighted in the left eye as he is to the right. James Suede, just a natural, beautiful throw. Pause, pull back, throw. Rear gripper, you can see the dart was quite loose as it comes to his eye. Almost, you can see the point almost wiggling around. It's so fluent. And yet again, robotic. And here we have another blast from the past. For anyone who doesn't know this player, this is David Whitcomb. 2 times Lakeside runner-up. One of the best players to never win a world title. If you just look at him side on again, it's just so much pressure in the dart as he pulls that dart back nice and slow. Absolutely gorgeous to watch. Leighton Rees, the original perfect throw. Look at that. It speaks for itself. Silky, silky smooth. I once remember Phil Taylor being asked if you could have any player's throw ever, whose throw would you have? Without really thinking about it, just straight up Leighton Rees. I think that speaks volumes by itself. But anyway, that's my top 15. Thank you for watching. That was straight to the point. Please like and subscribe.